Hello there, this is Lauren with Bold Notion Quilting, and I wanted to show you a fun way to make a sampler for some of your customers or your friends, depending on who it is that you cater to as far as your quilting. If it's anyone other than yourself, this can come in handy. Otherwise, if it's just for you, this is just fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a couple designs. So for instance, if we're making a sampler, you want to pick stuff that you feel really confident with. So I'm going to go ahead and do some concentric circles, sorry. Okay, and then when you want to get to another design, you're just going to separate with some lines, but make sure that the lines look pretty uniform. So I'm going to do some wavy lines, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to echo it. And if you do 3 lines, it can be a really good separation from one to the next. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just fill this in so that I can complete my little portion of my sampler here. Gonna get out of here. Alright, so you can go ahead and do another portion. So for instance, let's treat this as a spine, and I'm going to do some feathers. So I want to show off the kind of feathers that I can do. So I'll just do a couple of different variations thereof. Just do some regular ones here. Sometimes it's nice to show your customers or your friends some variations of what you can do, because it's not always easy for them to figure out what they like. Then next you can actually just go ahead and divide that off again with another wavy line. And they don't all have to go in the same path if you wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and do some pebbles. I like to do that as a filler. Ooh, messing it up. So let's say I don't want to show a lot of these, because they can take forever to quilt and they're really dense. Find a portion on your line where you can kind of cross over and echo it. Split it off again. Okay, and then we're going to do something else. So something else that we could do could be let's do something masculine, because these are kind of feminine. So let's go ahead and do that lead pipe design that we showed last time. Having something like this, like placemat size, with some different designs in it can actually be really handy, because you can take these to meet and greets, go to a cafe or something to meet a potential client, and they're like, I want something for my husband's quilt. Well, now you can take a minute and kind of show them what you can do. So we're going to separate that one after I finish it. And it adds some interest if you switch up the direction. My cords are getting caught on something. Alright, now let's do, how about a back and forth? I mean, that can be really popular. If you kind of just make what you're doing outside of it abstract, none of it really has to look perfect. So let's do some you have it, nice little sampler that you can take with you. So just pick, you know, 3, 5. If you can only do one design, that's fine. Make that, and maybe just separate it with some of the swirly lines, and it'll look a little bit fancier that way if you've got to take it for a meet and greet or a sampler. But just pick some different designs and separate them by the squiggly lines. If you do only 2 lines, okay, so you wouldn't have this third one, it might look as though they're blending together, which is great if you're doing it as a fill, but if you want it to kind of separate so that you can see some different versions of what it is that you make, it's nice to add the third line because it really does separate one design from the next. So I hope that was helpful for y'all. If you like the video, please feel free to like and share, as well as visit me on Instagram at Bold Notion Quilting and on YouTube at Bold Notion Quilting. I will be doing some live videos here soon for YouTube, just to take this one step further, a little more intricate, show you what you could do to break down some quilt blocks and do some custom quilting if you like, as well as breaking down some different varying designs. So I hope this was helpful for you today. Take care and happy quilting.